and welcome to 6 stories for 7 a.m. Why would you need this? Because there is a famine of truth in our land, and this is your quick news fix, and the truth starts now. All right, take one. This has to start with a disclaimer because you know what? I'm not a baseball fan. I don't like baseball. But this is about Denzel Clark is the man. He's the athletic center fielder playing against the Angels yesterday, running towards the center field wall, looking backwards at a home run hit headed 6 feet over the center field wall. He launches like a high hurdler, pins his right foot halfway up the wall, gets his right hand on top of the wall, and presses his body weight up and reaches with his left hand, backhand, 6 feet above the wall, and the entire time is tracking a high fly ball behind him, and he nails it as it goes over the wall. Okay, as I said, I'm not a baseball fan, but this was an athletic effort that left all the players on the field absolutely dumbfounded. They could not believe what they saw. I couldn't either. I had to watch it over and over, like 6 times, to grasp it. It's absolutely amazing individual effort. And going beyond what you think is possible. That's the main thing. This is going to go down as one of the greatest catches in baseball history. And I don't care about baseball. And I'm leading off with this thing. All right. Is it going to get better? Who knows? Take 2. Rand Paul. No picnic for you. There's so many ways that Rand could have handled this. I've just been told that I've been uninvited from the White House picnic, the only one out of 100 senators. Every Democrat will be invited, every Republican invited, but I will be the only one disavowed. Yeah, maybe you should think about that. I just find this incredibly petty. Yeah, the OG finds you petty and annoying, and so does Kentucky. This is statesmanship at a time when world leaders are seeking mutual annihilation in a variety of manners. Rand is above the fray on principles and hanging tough and hanging up the big, beautiful, bodacious bill. No picnic for Rand. Boo-hoo. Maybe think about an appropriate compromise. Sometimes in life, you don't get what you want. You can't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you might find you get what you need. In this case, a pathetic picnic invite. Think about it. All right. Take 3. Very rare bird. Is this going to be an ornithology study? This baseball ornithology and Rand Paul's picnic invite? It better get this off. Well, it's not about ornithology. 2 days ago on the tarmac of the Casper-Natrona County Airport in Wyoming sat a brand new EA-37B Compass Call aircraft, one of only 5 newest and rarest and most advanced and most important, going to give you a clue what warfare is going to be like and how it's going to affect you. No armaments bristling from its wings. The EA-37B is a wide area airborne electromagnetic attack weapon system. On board a heavily modified Gulfstream G550. This thing travels at almost Mach 1. 2 pilots and a crew of 7 will operate a mega avionics package designed to disrupt enemy combatants' command and control systems, including radar, navigation systems, and electronic systems. So now check out the semantics here. This is absolutely perfect Pentagon speak. This is a long-range kill chain weapon with non-kinetic spectrum and electromagnetic spectrum denial capabilities for areas and ecosystems. I'm going to run that by you one more time. That is jam-packed with Pentagon speak. This is a long-range kill chain weapon with non-kinetic spectrum and electromagnetic spectrum denial capabilities for areas and ecosystems. Yikes. Okay? You better read that this way. No lights, no phones, no texts, no comms, no juice. And you better start channeling your great grandpa, because when this thing flies over, we are headed back to the future. All right. Take 4. Book 'em, Dano, or in this case, book 'em, John Solomon. COVID-19, it's looking like a gigantic RICO investigation. We're talking people in serious, serious trouble. And here's why. The Department of the Defense Intelligence Agency, back in September of 2019, had some suspicions about the COVID strain. So they did a genome sequence. And guess what they found out? They found out that this thing was made in a lab and that it came from Wuhan. Even better, here's how our friends, the Chinese, decided to spread it. They leaked it out to the lab techs in Wuhan. Then they disguised the lab techs as hygienists going to the athletic games where all countries were invited. And then the hygienists that have to check everybody in were exposing everybody to COVID. So it would end up all around the world. Does that sound like something that might cause some liability? Well, guess what? Here's a news flash. Missouri just won a $24 billion suit against China for this COVID crime. So listen, Trump needs to remove all these Chinese docs, scholars, students, whatever they're called, doing research in U.S. labs. And instead, what he just announced was that he's swapping the rare earth from China in exchange for letting 280,000 of these people stay inside the U.S. So here's the RICO case as Solomon frames it. 3 points. 1, the origins of COVID via a lab in Wuhan. That was all covered up by multiple agencies, by Fauci and all of the people working with him. All covered up. 2, scientists from NIH and other agencies were bragging that they were all using secondary email systems so that the government could not know what was really going on, what they were pulling off on humanity. All right? And the DIA told their folks to suppress all information about the genome they ran and the origins at the Wuhan lab, and that it was made as a weapon in a lab. Okay? And then the third point is that there was blanket effort across all agencies to make sure Americans would not know the dangers that happen once you take the vax. And all the docs said, no, no problem. Everybody doing great. So This RICO conspiracy across all these government agencies is going to be uncovered, found out. It will be the biggest crime against humanity in the history of humanity. And our government was active and against us in all this. And it's still being covered up by the medical community, by the government. And if you go to your local hospital, they are still pushing the clot shot. So wake the hell up. All right. Take 5. Glass parking lots may become a thing very soon. U.S. Central Command yesterday released a statement confirming that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has authorized the voluntary departure of military dependents from locations across the Middle East as tensions rise. Well, they know a hell of a lot more than that. Trump said, it could be a dangerous place and we'll see what happens. That's a quote. A little deadpan, don't you think? This is all about Benny Bibi Netanyahu, pronounced Yehu, trying to prevent the Knesset from voting him out, which they tried to do yesterday. Can't make it up. They don't want to vote him out for starting a nuclear war with Persian lunatics. The Knesset is pissed that Netanyahu got a law passed that Orthodox Jews are subject to military service. You really can't make this stuff up. Okay, so there's no need to read about Nero's inbred insanity. The elected lunatics are running the asylum across the globe. Ed the Zebra could do a better job. And you're saying, who's Ed the Zebra? Take 6. Ed the Runaway Zebra. It's been over a week since Ed the Runaway Zebra got loose in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. He's been filmed running along Interstate 24 and through various subdivisions. Americans, being a serious people, don't care that Netanyahu and the mullahs in Iran want to start nuclear Armageddon and Rand can't go to a picnic. No, Americans fill TikTok and X with Ed the Zebra memes. My personal favorite, Ed eating at a Waffle House in Tennessee. Too good. Ed was captured safely in a pasture in the Christiana community and airlifted in a sling by helo to a waiting horse trailer. Disney will be coming out with a movie called Ed the Talking Trans Zebra's Incredible, Extra Big, Super Gay Adventure, hopefully by the end of the summer. But we can't wait for that. We need to come out now by you sharing us, liking us, and making comments so that we can do better. It's Thursday. You can almost see Friday, so you should be in a great mood at work. Thursday's the new Friday in places like New York City, right? It's party time after work. Everyone's leaving work early. But the main thing is, God bless you. Thank you very much. Shama.
Masterpiece. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes.